Gauri Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarvrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much. And perfect, Mataji. Sincerely, I'm telling you, we all would have learnt after so many years like this, Krishna's mercy, you have a lot.
No,
That is
Mataji, by seeing you itself, I learned. That's it. I
Mataji, it is
didn't went
all
through book.
Krishna's mercy. We are now none. How much ever you endeavor, we say no. Krishna sees the endeavor, Mataji. You are
And
really
few
Mataji.
slokas you will say no. By heart it'll come automatically. So like that it will come.
Hari Hari Bol. That is why, Mataji, what Acharyas say, no? If we follow something and if we preach, then
Yes.
the effect. And in
Yes.
school also, Mataji, what I used to do, if I have to talk about yoga or pranayam in the assembly, as it is, I used to do. And I take extra care to do yoga and pranayam, then I tell in the assembly. Yoga and pranayam are very, very important, like that, And I have seen once you practice and then you preach, Really, it is very effective, Mataji. I am not that, kind of devotee at all. But I only tell Krishna and Guru that, I may not be following, but please, so Guru Maharaj, those who are, very seriously, they want to learn. Please, guide them. I may not be following you, but you please shower your mercy upon them. I keep praying, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
And even that one also. Tektva Swadharma Charanambuja Hare
Bhajanna
Bhajata
pakvota pate tate pato yadi.
Yatra Kvabhadram Abhuda Mushakim Kovarta Apto Bhajatvam Sadharmataha.
Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. Mataji, for this verse, we all get scolding from Namanisha Prabhu in the morning class. He has told 3-4 verses. Another one is Tattenu Kampa Susmikshamana. Some of the day I will tell. And I will tell you, Mataji, you see here, this is a very difficult verse, but this also, he wants us to learn with the tune. You won't believe. I have been learning this for such a long time to tell Namanisha Prabhu. Prabhuji, I have learnt it. Very nice verse. Every day he tells this. कैवल्यं नरकायते त्रिदश पुराकाश पुष्पायते दुर्दान्तेन्द्रियकालसर्पपटली प्रोत्कातद्दंशायते विश्वं पूर्णसुखायते विधि मगेन्द्रादश्चितकीटायते यत्कारुण्यकटाक्षवैभववतं तं गौरं ये वस्तुमः. This is a very, very, very wonderful verse, Mataji. Like, I'll tell, since you have joined, you can read the, 1 second, Mataji, you can read this. Yes, the devotee, however, you read this.
Okay, the devotees, however, decide to take part in the transcendental activities of Supreme Lord. In the upper planetary system, the topmost planet is Dhruvaloka. And beneath Dhruvaloka are the 7 planets occupied by the great sages, beginning with the Marichi, Vashishta, and Atri. All these sages regard devotional service as the highest perfection of life. Therefore, they all carry the holy water of Ganges on their heads. This verse proves that for one who has achieved the platform of pure devotional service, nothing else is important. Even so-called liberation, Kaivalya. Srila Sridhara Swami states that only by achieving pure devotional service of the Lord can one give up all other engagements as insignificant.
Prabodhananda Saraswati.
Prabodhananda Saraswati confirms his statement as follows.
Yes. Then you here Kaivalya are becoming one. Your answer also you'll be getting in this verse. You got your answer, Mataji, for yesterday's question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here,
Kaivalya
Mataji.
are becoming one with the Supreme is considered hellish. To say nothing of the karmi's aspiration to be promoted to the heavenly planets, devotees consider such goals to be worthless. Fantas. This one.
Phantasmagoria. That means fantasism.
Oh, fantasism. Okay. There are
Going to like getting liberation is fantasism.
okay.
For devotees.
Okay. There are also yogis who try to control their senses, but they can never succeed without coming to the stage of devotional service. The sense are compared to piousness,
Poisonous.
snakes, but the senses of a bhakta engaged in the service of the Lord are like snake with their poisonous fangs removed.
Hari bol. Last one. Last was last one. The yogis.
The yogis tried to suppress his sense, but even great mystics like Vishwamitra fall in the attempt. Vishwamitra was conquered by his sense when he was captivated by Menaka during his meditation. She later gave birth to Shakuntala.
Hari
Hare Krishna.
bol. Hare Krishna. So yesterday, Hare Krishna, I welcome all of you once again. Dear devotees, on behalf of ISKCON Mangaluru Kulai, temple and Namanishta Prabhu. So by paying obeisances under the lotus feet of Radha Govinda, we will start this class. We just were going through because Mataji's question yesterday was liberation. So we just saw liberation is the lowest level of, we saw grahasthas. Grahasthas are supposed to do yajna. Which yajna? Hearing. Hearing is yajna. For hearing means swadhyaya and hearing. To study the scripture on their own and also hearing. Then above the grahasthas, when we come, it is the what is it? Sorry. First brahmachari. For brahmacharis, it is hearing. So above brahmacharis, when come, it is the grahasthas. For them, sense control. So brahmachari, first one. The first thing is brahmacharis, along with the sense control, they have to focus on hearing. And for the grahasthas, along with the sense control, they have to have celibacy. We saw celibacy, right? Shaucham. And then above that, when we come, it is the yogis. So for yogis, what was recommended yesterday? If you remember that verse, that word, beautiful word come now. Dravya yajna. Dravya yajna is for generally brahmacharis. And tapo yajna. And then yoga yajna. Tapo yajna, austerity. Austerity is for celibacy. That is the grahasthas. Then above them, it comes the yogis. That is the what do you call that? Above the brahmacharis, vanaprastha. They pranayam, we saw. You remember? They sacrifice the inward and outward breath. So what is meant by that? Dhruva Maharaj I told. He started to once in, like first when he started only consuming breath, the air. Then slowly and gradually he gave up that also, that yajna. Pranayam, kumbhak, all these things are yajna, tapa. That is also sacrifice. So here it is beautifully mentioned in this verse. Kaivalyam narakayate. This Kaivalyam liberation is equal to naraka. Like that, who was saying, all the great sages who are into Bhakti Marga. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very beautifully explained, Bhakti Yoga is the highest. So Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, above all, only Bhakti Yoga. So all the dear devotees who should always aim at Bhakti Yoga, not for this liberation. Liberation is the lowest category. Okay, Hare Krishna Mataji, can we proceed? You got the answer very nicely.
Yes, Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anyway, today that only we are going to learn also. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yes, first one is Asha Mataji, I'll give the turn to others. You read today, no? Let others read. Yes, and who all have joined, I have not even seen. Hare Krishna, Ananya Mataji is not there today. Okay, then Sushmita Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, sorry Mataji.
Okay, this one, no? 4.33. Okay. O Chaitasar of the enemy.
Chastiser.
Chastiser.
Chastiser means one who condemn. Condemning, Prabhupada uses the word for condemning is condemn. Don't condemn people, we say, no? Chastising the enemy. We condemn enemies. So he is saying, oh, chastiser of enemies. So Arjuna is addressed as chastiser of enemy because he is ready to kill the enemies, right? So Krishna is giving him this title, chastiser of enemies. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji, go ahead. But in Sanskrit, what is that word? He is giving the word that is the, what do you call? Shreyan. No, not that Shreyan. One second. Parantapa. So many verses, a Parantapa word has been used. So Parantapa means chastiser of enemy. Parantapa.
O Chaitasar of the enemy. The sacrifice performed in the knowledge is better than the mere sacrifice of material possessions. After all, O son of Pratha, all sacrifices of work culminate in transcendental knowledge. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. So if you remember, second chapter he ended with all these things are fine. Arjuna, do your duty, but with some transcendental, third chapter. Third chapter end he said transcendental knowledge is very important for doing the karma. So fourth chapter is transcendental knowledge. Do karma with the transcendental knowledge, Jnana Yoga. So what is he saying? You see beautifully, all these sacrifices are finally going to culminate. See, generally people sacrifice. We say no, I have now decided not to buy new clothes at all. I want to sacrifice the desire of buying new clothes. This is one yajna. This is one sacrifice. Then we may say, like I will, hereafter, I will, so many devotees in ISKCON they do. We will not travel in third AC. We will travel in the third class, not AC, sleeper class. You won't believe, in the month of May and all, I have gone with the devotees to Mayapur. In the month of May, all these, temple devotees, they come in the sleeper class and they will keep on, doing, what do you call that, kirtan. And in that heat, seriously, I used to feel very ashamed. But that one thing comes, by chance, if you fall sick after going there, others also will not be able to enjoy, thinking that. But this is and all for namesake I am saying. That means we are not surrendered. Surrender means, oh Krishna, I am ready to go in sleeper class. You are there to take care of us. No, that kind of surrender Krishna wants. And these all the Prabhujis, especially the sannyasi Prabhujis. And they go from coach to coach to taking prasadam, taking Bhagavad Gita, and doing kirtan. And everybody, they make as many people as possible chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. These all are sacrifices. So in lowermost level is sacrificing material possession. Then we'll go to the next verse. Next verse is so beautiful, you see. Okay. The verse has not come. Fine. I'll tell you, read Sushmita Mataji, Hare Krishna, read it, Mataji.
The verse has not come. This conclusion.
Yeah, verse might come in the next one.
Okay.
You just read these points, then we will go to the verse.
Okay. How to achieve transcendental knowledge? First. Second, the fruit of transcendental knowledge. Third, who can successfully achieve transcendental knowledge? Fourth, the symptoms of one who has successfully applied. Fifth, transcendental knowledge to work. Sixth, conclusion.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
You can read the verse also, I will wait. But before that, you see, somebody will ask, why you are sacrificing so many things? You people get up early in the morning, that's also a sacrifice, yajna. And we get up in the Brahma Muhurta and we start chanting. This is sacrifice. See, yesterday we saw, that Chaturmasya and all. So beautiful slide we saw yesterday. What is at the lower level, little higher level, and then little higher level. So here, if somebody asks, you say to have the transcendental knowledge. Why you are sacrificing so much to get the transcendental knowledge? Oh, what will happen if you get the transcendental knowledge? So it tells the fruits of transcendental knowledge at the last section of this chapter. So how can we get it? How can we achieve it? and how can we apply it in life. This is the difference between the knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is which is available, people say it's actually not knowledge. At one click you get the information. Whatever we click and learn, don't say we learned from Google uncle. No, Google uncle will give only information. We should have the wisdom to understand what is knowledge and what is information. Okay, and the highermost level, if we come, what is knowledge which can be applied in life, that becomes wisdom. So understand the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge, yeah, we hear from Shastra, we hear from great acharyas, we get to know so many things. Unless and until we apply it in our life, what is the use of that knowledge? It will be rusting. So we have to implement. So Bhagavad Gita, if we keep it to only our book, that knowledge is of no use unless and until we apply Bhagavad Gita. That is why Bhagavad Gita is known Bhagavad Gita is known as life manual, right? As we get a manual how to use the car, if this problem comes, how we can overcome this problem. Where these days all these Ahmedabad, the airplane crash is coming, there so many, it is so compassionate. So even how much ever you try, not to see, at least, two information, I go, it's wrong actually, we should not see. And, so one of the crash, they were, what is it was coming in that, where it is, where in our group only, in ISKCON group only. So it was that, I think in 1985 some crash might have happened or about to happen. And how those pilots, used their wisdom and they avoided it. Finally, they landed with more than 300 passengers like that, travelers like that and all they are saying. So that means if you only have the book with you and you are not able to apply that knowledge, what the books tells you practically, what is the use? Absolutely no use, right? So how this knowledge, transcendental knowledge can be applied in our day-to-day work. Hare Krishna, very simple, only one formula. We have to approach our spiritual master. Hare Krishna, very important verse. We all can read this verse. All of you unmute and loudly chant. Guru's mercy you will get. I am telling you, unless and until we have the mercy of Guru in our life, there is nobody to show the right path. And Guru will come with the mercy of Krishna. Krishna will show Guru, and Guru once comes, he will show the path to reach Krishna. So who came first? Chicken came first, egg came first. Okay? So that means what do you call that? This transcendental knowledge, etc. Krishna sees as a Paramatma in the heart. Then he comes to know, oh, this Jiva is really, it has determined to come to me. It is my duty now to show the Guru. So we say, ye tamam prapatyante tam sataiva bhajamyakam. Mama vartman vartante manushya bhata sarvashaka. O Partha, Pritha. Why Partha? And Pritha's son is Partha. Who is Pritha? Kunti Maharani. She is, another name for her is Pritha also. Because, she was adopted daughter for another king. Drupad Maharaj gave her as adopted daughter to some other king. So from his name, she is getting the name Pritha. So Pritha's son is Partha. So, what I was about to say? Yeah, that's Arjuna. Krishna is telling Arjuna, oh Arjuna, you have to have that, spiritual master. That is why the moment Arjuna told, Karpanya Tosho Pagata Swabhava Prichamitvam Dharma Samoda Chetaha Etcheya Nishchitam Bhuhitanme Shishyaste Aham. Accept me as your disciple. And here also, what verse I was saying? Ye tamam prapatyante tam sajaiva bhajamekam. Mama vartmanu vartante. Ye tamam prapatyante. I will see your endeavor. So Paramatma is seeing our hankering for such kind of transcendental knowledge. Then he will show us the Guru. So who came? The love for Krishna is awakened. Love to dur ki baat hai. Okay, the transcendental knowledge, that is knowledge about Krishna. That is awakened within the association. When do we get the association? When we have the Shraddha. When we have faith in Krishna, automatically Krishna will give us association. Everything practically it happened, you know. So if time permits, I will tell you in 2 minutes after the class is over, if you are able to finish this chapter today, how I came and how I was brought to ISKCON. So I will share in just 2 minutes later. So all of you recite this verse very loudly. Tadvidhi pranipatena
तद्विद्धि
तद्विद्धि
प्रणिपातेन
प्रणिपातेन
pariprashnena sevaya
परिप्रश्नेन
परिप्रश्नेन सेवया
upatekshiyanti te jnanam
उपदेक्षयन्ति ते
उपदेशयन्ति ते
ज्ञानम्
ज्ञानम्
ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः
ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः
तत्त्वदर्शिनः
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Tattvadarshi. What Tattva means? What? Absolute truth. Tattva, that's only Tattva. Why? Because above that there is no truth. Equal to that, no truth. So that is the highest of truth. We call it as absolute truth. In the Bhagavatam also, the first verse talks about only, first chapter, first verse, talks about only the absolute truth. Okay? Tattva Darshinaka. Darshinaka, who has seen? Who has seen this absolute truth? The spiritual masters. They have seen. Tad Vidhi. Vidhi means what? Knowing. Vidhi means one who knows. Pranipatena and pariprashnena sevayam. When do we come to know about this absolute truth? So we have to approach spiritual masters who had seen, who had realized this tattva. What is the tattva? The tattva is absolute truth. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the truth of all truth. There is no truth beyond him. And he is not relative truth. Absolute truth means what? It does not depend on anything. It is absolute. It is not relative. Okay? So, he's saying, and approaching them, upateshanti te jnanam. We have to humbly ask them, very, very humbly ask them that tell me that transcendental knowledge, Guru Maharaj. I want to learn from you. Like that, humbly we have to tell them. And pariprashnena, very, very humbly we have to ask them question. That is the only way. See, hearing is given importance here. If the hearing is not there, if Arjuna has not asked for so many questions, okay, how will we get the Bhagavad Gita? So he kept on asking, and Krishna told, so pariprashnena, humbly we have to ask question, then we get the transcendental knowledge. Same way, Parikshit Maharaj, in the first chapter, even Sutta Goswami is telling, Parikshit Maharaj asked the first question to Shukadeva Goswami. Okay, Bhagavatam, if I enter, I forget myself only. So we will see this one. Bhagavad Gita only. So in every chapter, barring very few couple of chapters, all other chapters start with Krishna, Arjuna's question. And as an answer, Krishna is going on saying, Shrunu, Shrunu. The other day I told these are the verses which come with Shrunu. Shrunu me, 7th chapter, 1st verse, 15th chapter. So many Shrunu. Krishna himself is saying, listen to me carefully, Arjuna. So that means this hearing problem was there from that time, I think, Arjuna's time. So here the teacher, the moment they enter, now listen to me carefully, like that only they say, right? So hearing problem was there. Why the hearing problem, The heart is not purified. If the heart is purified, as Krishna enters, Pravishya Karna Randrena Svana, Pravishya Karna Randrena, the Karna, the, what do you call that, ears, it has got a randra, it has got a hole. So the moment we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare. When this transcendental sound vibration enters these ears and it gets into the heart and it cleanses. That verse says that, like in the Sharad Ritu, how the spring season, autumn goes and spring comes, no, all the old leaves fall away. And the new, beautiful it is to see, no? The new leaves come. Similarly, Krishna is sitting in our heart and he is with a brush cleansing our heart for the new. Means what? All the anarthas, kleshas, kama, krodha, mukha, mada, matsarya. He cleans everything. And a new thought process. What is this new thought process? This only. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena seviyam upateshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaga. So Krishna shows the Guru to us. The moment he shows the Guru, what should we do? We have to humbly pay obeisances to them, and we have to see our Srila Prabhupada. He, had not seen his Guru, spiritual master, for a long time. Hardly a couple of times he has seen. But the Guru, his Guru, so Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he understood. This boy is very humbly hearing. So what happened, when they were all hearing in one of the class, everybody was chanting loudly, and this Rath Yatra is coming. Next Sunday, we may not have class, I will confirm. It is Rath Yatra in ISKCON temple. We have got the kitchen seva also. Let us see. By then I should be coming back, but I will inform on Saturday after seeing the message. Final. Okay, so that Rath Yatra sound, and Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra. That, everybody heard that sound. They all ran. They wanted to have darshan of Jagannath, Baladeva, Subhadra Maya, Sudarshan. They ran. But Srila Prabhupada was sitting and listening to his Guru. That thing only his Guru understood. He is the perfect disciple. He will be another added advantage with the Srila Prabhupada. He was a learned scholar. That time, 1950, 60, though he left very late for, at the age of 70, he left for various reasons, Krishna showered his mercy little late. But in India, he tried so much. It's a learning lesson for him. So his Guru Maharaj told him, see how much you have struggled in India. We Indians are, these Indians, he told like that only. These Indians have such a bad habit of following the Western. So whatever is happening in Western, they will immediately follow. So you do one thing, go to Western country, you spread this knowledge there. Seeing them, they will also follow. Same thing happened. I told how I got into it. It happened exactly the same. So Krishna told Arjuna, oh Arjuna, you need, why this transcendental knowledge everybody will not get. But they all are following the Vedas very perfectly. That means automatically they will get the liberation. But that is not the objective of a devotee. What is devotee's objective? To come to my abode, to come to Goloka, to serve me. Okay, so all those Mayavadis and impersonalists, what happened? They all may merge with the Brahman effulgence. It is like spiritual suicide. So what you do is, Arjuna, yeah, correctly. I am telling you this Bhagavad Gita because you accepted me as this one, what do you call that? Guru. Okay, that is why. One day somebody asked the question also, why Sakha, why friend? So minimum qualification is needed, One first is a disciple, Guru and disciple. Then Sakha Cheti. Arjuna became a friend. Arjuna was already friend without knowing Krishna was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. And Anaga, he was sinless. He was non-envious. All these things are the qualities. So if you don't get, 2010 I got the shelter from Guru Maharaj. And 2022 I got the initiation. How many years? In one of the class I asked Guru Maharaj, want your mercy, like I'm not getting your mercy. Guru Maharaj asked me only one question. When did you get shelter? I told Guru Maharaj in 2010, and this incident happened in 2021. 2021, due to COVID, online classes, Guru Maharaj used to visit everybody's home. That means we used to, whatever little we can offer, Guru Maharaj will be ready with that prasad. And Guru Maharaj was coming home in Zoom. They used to open video and for everybody. So that time I asked Guru Maharaj, I am not getting your mercy. Guru Maharaj, Did not say anything, asked only one question. When did you get shelter? 2010. He did not even tell anything. So I understood all the fault, all this material attachment and things like that, 12 years was such a long time. I didn't get the eligibility to get that mercy, Guru's mercy. Okay, in 22, he bestowed that mercy. We all don't have that mercy at all unless and until Krishna shows Guru. After getting Guru, it is his responsibility to show us the right path. Okay, so just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively. Extremely important this is. Submissively and render service unto him. So here the question comes, we all may not be able to do physical service for Guru Maharaj, right? So we have two kind of service, Vani Seva and Vapu Seva. Vapu is physically serving, and Vani Seva, spread the message of Srila Prabhupada, spread the message of Guru Maharaj. What is there? What do they want? Their desire is not material desire. Their desire is spiritual desire. Only desire is bring as many people as close as possible to Krishna. Let everybody chant. Let everybody get Krishna's mercy, Krishna prema. That is all they want. They don't want anything else, right? So the self-realized souls, that is what? Jnani na tattva darshinaha. These self-realized souls they only can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. That is jnanam. Jnanam, knowledge. Which jnanam? Tattva jnanam, absolute truth, knowledge of absolute truth. Darshinaha, they have already seen it. See, actually, they all, like Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, they all are Krishna Sakis, Manjaris, right? So that is why they all have been sent from Goloka by Krishna only. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is why came himself. In this Kali Yuga, nothing can happen. Nobody will listen to anybody. So let me go. He did not come as Krishna. He came as Bhagavan. And why Krishna? Krishna was Krishna. One second. Tadvidattatvam jnanam advayam Krishna. No, not that. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Okay, so Krishna came as Krishna only. The only Krishna is not an expansion. He is not an incarnation. Vadanti tatvidastatvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdate. So that is a three realization. Brahman realization, Paramatma realization, and Bhagavan realization. He tells, that after this it will come. Where is that verse? How can I even forget that verse? Krishna Swadam. Krishna himself came. That verse says that Evam Prasannaman So Bhakti Yoga Prayojataka. I remember just now. Ete Chamsha Kalampumsha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrarir Vyakulam Loke Mridayanti Yuge Yuge Ete Chamsha Kalampumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So Krishna himself came in Krishna Avatara. It's not Avatar. Krishna descended. But people did not understand. Avajananti Mamuda Manushim Tanam Ashitam. People did not understand how many asuras came. How many people did not realize that this one, who are they? Tandavakra, Shishupal, Kansa. Did they all realize that Krishna is Bhagavan Swayam? They did not. So my Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thought, I will not go as a Krishna. I will go as a devotee. So if I go as a devotee means what? Radharani is the best devotee. So he came in the mood, in the form of Srimati Radharani, and he was knocking every door in West Bengal, every door in that Nadia, every door in Mayapur. Okay, and then he spread this message to his through his what do we call them? People who are there with him, including him 5. What do we call them? Hare Krishna. Panchatattva. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam, we say, no, like Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhara Pandit, Shivas Acharya, and all five, Panchatattva. Because Krishna came in the mood of Radharani, Advaita Acharya is Shiva Tattva, Nityananda Prabhu is Guru Tattva. I should have said Nityananda Guru first. And then Gadadhar Pandit is Radharani himself. And last one is Shivas Acharya. He is Narada. Narada is Bhakti Tattva. Narada Pancharatrika Vidhi. So Bhakti Tattva. So all five Tattvas came. Okay. So that is what Mahaprabhu came in order to make everyone as a devotee. So that in the Kali Yuga effect will be this Mahaprabhu's Chaitanya, what do you call that, Sankirtan Yajna, will be effective only for 10,000 years. So let us all go back before 10,000 years. After that, this again, if some other dharma comes for realization, self-realization, it is not possible. Sankirtan Yajna is the easiest way to go to Goloka back. So 4.35, obtaining the knowledge. 4.35 is Yajnatva, that next verse. Yajnatva, na punar mohatvam, mohamevam. One who knows again, Yajnatva, one who knows this. Yeah, who is next? Sushmita Mataji, have you read? No, I think. Yes, Mataji, read. Hare Krishna.
Yes, I have read Mataji. I will, if you want, I can read. No problem.
Yeah, read Mataji. Ritvika Mataji, did you read?
No, Mataji.
Okay, you read Mataji. Okay, Sushmita Mataji,
Okay.
read, you read. Yeah, Haribo.
Should I start, Mataji?
Yeah. Yes, Mata. With the heading, Rewards of Transcendental Knowledge.
Yes, Mataji. Rewards of transcendental knowledge obtained from spiritual master, Bhagavad Gita 4.35 to 38, will obtain knowledge and realization that all living entities are a part of Brahman. Bhagavad Gita 4.35. With such vision, one will never fall into illusion. Will cross over the ocean of miseries. Bhagavad Gita 4.36. Even if you are the most sinful of all the sinners, by the knowledge of self and supersoul and their relationship, one burns all sinful reactions. Bhagavad Gita 4.37 achieves self-realization as the mature fruit of all the mysticism and finally get devotional service. Bhagavad Gita 4.38.
Hare Krishna. Haribol. Thank you, Mataji. See, all the other yogas also will ultimately, finally gets devotional service. Karma Yoga is what? Achieving bhakti at the end through karma pala tyagam. By surrendering the karma, results of the karma, isn't it? Then comes in Jnana Yoga. So achieving the same realization, achieving lots about, what do you call that? Jnanis go to Brahman effulgence. Okay, so Jnanis get this Brahman effulgence knowledge, and the yogis get the mysticism. That is yoga siddhis, anima, lagima, and so many ashta siddhis are there. So they think getting these siddhis are equal to God realization. That is why in yesterday's last verse was, it is that only. See, when they sacrifice the breath, that is known as kumbhaka, right? So when they had that kumbhaka, what happened? Prana, apana, udana, vihana, udana, samana. 5 primary air. There are 10 air which is circulating in our body. But primarily there are 5. So holding this, what do you call that? Prana, through pranayama, they bring from the Kundalini, we call it as, that is Kundalini Shakti, people call it as Mooladhara Chakra. From the Mooladhara Chakra, they, in that pranayam, lift the air, and try to bring it up. This is what they practice. Why do they have to do it? Why do they have to do? Because when the soul leaves the body, if the prana goes out with the upper portion, they will go to the upper planetary system. If the prana goes from the lower limbs of our body, lower limbs, you understand, no? Lower, there are Navadware Pure Degi. There are 9 holes in our body. Any one of the hole, the soul leaves. Okay. So if the soul leaves from the lower body, we will go to lower planetary kingdom. If it goes through upper portion, we will go to upper planetary kingdom. Okay. Upper planetary kingdom, yesterday also we saw till the Brahmaloka, till the Tapaloka. Okay. Not beyond that. Okay. And Bhakta, when they remember the Lord, Antakale Chamamye Smaranamukta Kalevaram Prayati Madbhavam Natyat Atra Asamshayaka. Oh Arjuna, in this there is no doubt at all. My devotee who thinks of me at the time of soul leaving their body, without any doubt they will come to me. And once having come, yesterday we saw, yesterday or day before, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvataka tektva dekam punar janmam naiti mam eti. So Arjuna, when you leave your body, if you remember the Lord, you will come to me. From there you will never come back. Okay, so that is only bhaktas. All other paths also will culminate in bhakti, but they all take very, 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 very long time, especially this Ashtanga Yoga. How much we have to control. Everything is self-control. Karma Yoga also self-control. Kurmangani yada samgara techagam kurmangani sarvashaga visana. The tortoise withdraws its limbs. So like that we have to. And doing Karma Yoga also we have to control our senses. Jnana Yoga also, there are so many books available. But what do we have to read? Only the scriptures, only the Vedas. But Krishna told, how long you will take to read the Vedas? So big, vast. So forget everything. Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Yesterday we saw Swadhyaya. You remember? One of the sacrifice. For whom? For the Brahmachari. For the Brahmacharis, Swadhyaya is very important. You all go to school, you have to learn, isn't it? Many school-going small children are there in front of us. Matajis are there, still they are studying. So, it is unfortunately no school teaches about the self-realization. But we have to read the scriptures instead of reading the other. That is again a yajna, sacrifice. The whole world is enjoying. Yanisha sarva bhutani. Tasyam arti sarvashaka. You remember that verse in the 2nd chapter when it is what is that? Brahma Muhurta, early morning for devotees. They all are getting up and doing the austerity. That time only this Yanisha, that time only all the non-devotees, people who are subject to sense gratification, they go to bed only at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Okay, such a bad quality, that is tamoguna. But nothing. What happened? Hare Krishna, why is it troubling me? But nothing is in our hand, right? We cannot, unless and until we strongly endeavor to control our senses. So that's what is given. Mysticism finally gets a devotion. So yogis get the mysticism, jnanis get the scriptural knowledge, and Bhagavad Gita, I told no, Krishna tells, don't study all the Vedas. Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam is most sufficient. I told that verse, you remember? Bhagavad Gita is none other than Krishna himself. Krishna swadama upagato dharma jnana dibhihi saha. Krishna went to his abode at the end of Dwapara Yuga and beginning of Kali Yuga. He went dharma jnana adibhihi saha. Kalau nashte drisha mesha, in this Kali Yuga. Nashta drisha mesha. Everything is getting ruined in that Kali Yuga. Puranarko arno uditaka. Like the newly risen sun rays spread light and it dispels the darkness. Similarly, this Bhagavatam came. It dispels all the darkness in everybody's heart. And Jnana Deepena Bhaswata. Note on this verse, 10.11. Read it later. Krishna himself says, I sit in your heart and I light the knowledge of light. Teshamivanu kampartam agam ajnana jamtamaha nashayamava baswasto jnana deepena baswata. 10.11. Krishna, this is Chatushloki, is one of the last verse of Chatushloki. Krishna himself tells, I am in your heart, don't worry. I will light the lamp of knowledge. And by that, what will happen? The darkness of ignorance will be dispelled. Krishna himself is saying, we don't believe. That's why we need the Shraddha. We don't have Shraddha. Krishna himself tells so many things. And if class is over, we forget everything, get it into sense enjoyment. It's not, wow, today's prasadam is so tasty, and we start, we don't bring that bhav. Oh, I'm eating the same prasadam what after Krishna has eaten. I hope Krishna enjoyed today the bhoga. Straight away go, whether wash hand or not, we don't know. So I am telling about myself. You all are great devotees. Immediately start hogging. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yes. Vamshidhar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Who can achieve transcendental knowledge? Bhagavad Gita 4.39 up to 40. One who has faith can acquire transcendental knowledge. One who is free of doubts.
Both are same, no? Faith
Yes,
and free of doubt. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. Read.
O Bharata, stand and fight. No sinful reaction can affect one who perform his duty with transcendental knowledge. Bhagavad Gita 4.41 / with knowledge all doubts born of ignorance. Bhagavad
Very
Gita
well.
4.4.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. That is what, with the faith. Krishna already told, if you listen to my order, yesterday we saw, you remember, if you listen to superior's order and do even material activity, it will look like material. What is the difference between devotee and what is the difference between a non-devotee? Nothing. Whatever non-devotee does only, devotee also does. Non-devotee also has bath, they also eat, they also go to office, they also work. Devotee also does that only. Only difference is we are working for Krishna's pleasure, they are working for their sense pleasure. That is all. Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Krishna, I hope you enjoyed. Like after the class is over, remind me every day to tell Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. We have to surrender. After chanting also, we have to surrender the benefit of chanting to Krishna only. Then he will give in multiples. We think that because of me only, we are holding on to Maya. No, that is why Krishna is not coming. Actually, the more, see, Maya is here. The more we are nearer to Maya, Krishna will be very far because Krishna is here. So we are coming towards Maya. Krishna is standing there such a long distance. The more we try to go near Krishna, Maya is very far. Maya cannot even touch us. Okay, Hare Krishna. Solves all the doubts, everything. Hari Bol. How many slides are more? Oh, over. Hari Bol. Prabhu, finish it off.
Tasmad Agyana Sambhutam Hritasthanam Jnana
Jnana-sinnatmanaha.
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 Jnana-sinnatmanaha. Chittavanam.
Chitvainam samshayam yogam.
Chitvainam samsayam yogam.
Atishto-tishta bharata.
Atishto-tishta bharataha.
Uttishta. Uttishta means what? Get up. Uttishta bharata.
Uttishta bharata. Therefore, the doubt which have risen in your heart out of ignorance should be slashed by the weapon of knowledge. Armed with yoga, O Bharata, stand and fight.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Because at the order of a spiritual master, if we do any work, it will not bind us, we saw, no? Examples, what are the examples we saw? Can anyone of you tell me which are the example? That is at the order of our superiors, if we do any activity, we are not bound.
What, Mataji? Can you repeat again?
The examples what we saw, that if we do any work, at the order of our superiors, it will not bind us. Two main examples we saw yesterday.
One is attachment right?
Attachment to what? At the order of superior. If we do any, even if it is material work, it will not bind us. Yes. No? Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
it's inside, but it's not coming, Mataji.
You all know, but that is what. Okay. At the border, soldiers are fighting and killing. We give them Paramavir Chakra award. You remember this line?
Yes, anything you do, surrendered.
At the order of
Samar-
higher authorities,
Yes,
nothing will
Mataji.
bind us. Okay? So that is what the last verse said. Yeah. So first section is what? Parampara we saw. What are the paramparas? First one is Brahma Sampradaya. Brahma Gaudiya Sampradaya is Mahaprabhu's followers. Okay. And then the second one is Rudra Sampradaya. Brahma Sampradaya, then Rudra Sampradaya. Rudra Sampradaya is what is it? It's, Vaishnava Swami, Shiva Swami. And there it is Madhvacharya. Vaishnava Brahma Sampradaya is Madhvacharya. Okay, Sri Lakshmi Sampradaya. Sri Lakshmi Sampradaya is Ramanujacharya. Then Kumara Sampradaya. Kumara Sampradaya is Nimbarkacharya. Okay, Acharya. So those who come in their parampara. Okay, so evam parampara praptam. So Krishna told Arjuna, oh Arjuna, this transcendental knowledge should be acquired only from Guru who have come in parampara. On your own, if you take out the book and try to learn, you will not get it. Okay, you may be able to read it, but you will not be able to enjoy it. Okay, then section 2. Krishna as the goal of all paths and the creator of Varnashrama system. So now Krishna is, like we saw that word now, verse 4.13. What is it? Not Janma Karma Chame Divyam. 13.
Maya system.
Chaturvanya. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah. Chaturvanya Maya system, Guna Karma Vibhaga. Hari Hari Bol. Yes. So Krishna divided the entire society into 4 classes of ashrama, 4 classes of varna. So then there will be discipline in the society. Anybody do any work? No need. Brahmanas also can do cleaning job, and Shudras also can read the Vedas and go and spread. There will be total utter chaos in the society. So that is why Krishna wanted to introduce this society. But later, the purpose for which Krishna has created this Varnashrama Dharma got totally vanished. So then, so Krishna is recommending here, sacrifice is the best. So when you sacrifice, what happens? What is the ultimate, what is the advantage, objective of sacrifice? The more we sacrifice, what will happen?
Surrender or sacrifice, Mataji?
For surrender, sacrifice. We do yajna. The more and more we do yajna,
our mind will be purified.
Purified, Hari Bol, heart purification. Unless and until heart purification is there, just now I told, Krishna enter, Shunvatam Swakatam, Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtanam, daily Shunvatam, Swakata, Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtanam, no benefit will be there. Hridayantasya abhadrani. Jab Krishna does not cleanses the abhadras in the hridaya. So so what will happen? Till the time that heart is not cleansed. That is a word we should use. Heart is cleansed. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol Mataji. Thank you so much. Then Karma Yoga. So Karma Yoga is what? Karmanoyi abhibodhavyam. You have to do karma. But what do we have to do? Don't get attached to the results of the karma. Do your duty. Don't get attached to the karma pala. So sacrifices lead to transcendental knowledge. So finally, Krishna is also telling, anyway, those days people used to sacrifice a lot. They used to do a lot of yajnas. Okay? That yajna purifies our heart. Okay, summary of transcendental knowledge. So after Tadvidi Pranipatena, what is real transcendental knowledge is given, and the more our heart is purified, the heart will tell you to what do you call that? The heart will tell you to service, serve the Vaishnavas. Okay, so serving the Vaishnavas, automatically the Lord, seeing our endeavor, will give that to this. What is that? Jnanadipena Bhasvata, same thing. I am sitting in your heart, and I will light this lamp so that your heart will be illuminated like Diwali. Diwali lighting comes now, like that your heart will be illuminated. All wherever it is possible, take Srila Prabhupada's example. That's the best way to Srila Prabhupada. Okay? Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes. Prabhuji and Mataji, any doubt you have? Hare Krishna. We finished Karma Yoga, but last few words were very nice, right? But anyway, we have to reach Goloka. Okay, very important. There is no other way. But rote jao, haste jao. So that means what? So best follow the Bhagavad Gita as it is. This gives the life manual, we call it as, that is the reason. And Krishna himself will show you the path. Krishna, even we have seen Krishna in this Kali Yuga, as it was said, Krishna comes on this Kali Yuga. That Kali Yuga means Krishna Swadama Pakato. I said, no, Krishna went Dharma Jnana Adibhigi Saha. Then what happened? Kalau nashte drishamesha Purana arko aduno udita. Like the Purana means old thoughts, everything has to be eradicated. Heart has to be purified. Is it not? So Krishna himself comes and tells us how to do this yajna. Okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, anybody having any doubt? Hare Krishna? No doubt? Hare Bol? No doubt
Hare
today.
Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
In Shloka 31st, Mataji, Yajna Shishtamrita Bhujo Yanti Brahma Sanatanam. It is Yajna Shishtamrita in the sense it is the remnants of the Yajna. Right, Mataji? And in the next line,
actually, one second, 31, Mataji.
Yes.
31. 31 is Naim Lokosya. 31. Okay, you go ahead. 31 is not
Nayam Lokos Taya Gnasya Kadonya Krusattama. So in turn, those people don't have this knowledge of Yajna. For them, world is not available.
Yes.
This is nothing but Tamogun people. Right now, Mataji, it is for only Tamogun people.
Not only Tamogun, one who claims that I. We saw that, you remember? What do you call that? Nirmamo, Nirahankara, the proprietorship, Mamaship, I. That you remember that verse? Nirashir, Nirmamo, Nirahankara, like that we learnt one verse in 30s. That
yes,
21.
Yes,
21.
Yes,
Nirashir, Chittatma, Tekta Sarva Parigraha.
Yes.
Isn't it? So, here what Krishna is telling is, without sacrificing, O son of Kuru, best of Kuru dynasty, without sacrifice, one can never live happily. Mine, I want everything. I only did it. Like that, you keep it to yourself. How can we be happy? We'll be leading a life as it is, this material world is compared to jail. We are in the jail. So we will not be able to come out of this jail at all. Is it not? That is why Krishna is saying. Yes, Mataji, you ask one more time your doubt.
Yes, that's it, Mataji. That is for only Tamogun people right now, Mataji. That's what my doubt was. That's why I asked you.
But Mataji, even the Rajoguni people, Rajoguni people also.
Here, let us consider Arjuna as Rajogun.
He
And
is Rajogun.
yes, he is
Action.
Rajogun. He is a Kshatriya. Bhagavan is teaching him Sannyasa Yoga.
Yes. Okay.
By comparing Janaka.
Okay.
Right, no, Mataji?
Yes, very correct.
So for Tamogun people, he is saying that's what I thought. So that's why I got a confusion. So I was asking this doubt, Mataji.
Tamoguni, but Tamoguni and Rajoguni, both Mataji, not only Tamoguni. Because Tamogun means what? Inertia. There is no action at all. But
Yes.
Krishna wants Arjuna to fight.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so
And
that
one
is
more doubt in this, Mataji, I have the whole entire chapter. It is about Jnana Karma Sannyasa in history. Gnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. We saw in history many kings they have fought, and they are all Kshatriyas, and they were in Rajogun mode. Right, no,
Okay.
Mataji?
Correct.
Many kings they are not able to follow this sannyasa yoga. Only few kings, only few kingdom like Mysore Odiya dynasty
Okay.
and something like that. They have followed this
Yes.
sannyasa yoga. Only few people.
Mm.
But Arjuna has followed this sannyasa yoga, Mataji, after the preaching of Bhagavad Gita. After that, I'm asking you. I don't know about the Arjuna. Later,
They later at the end, you know, they renounced their life. They went to forest. After getting the dynasty, after establishing everything, all Panchapandavas they go to forest.
Okay. Whatever
renounced.
Bhagavan is saying, it is very correct, Mataji. Because only from Rajoguna to Satogun people only survived, and they actually fought and they saved their kingdom.
Correct.
And Rajogun people, they have lost their kingdom at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Even in North India also, so many kings, they have lost their kingdom because of Rajogun.
Yes.
Satogun people, like they are the longest serving dynasty, like Odiya dynasty and Yaduraya dynasty, and they have survived.
Yes.
So that's why I was asking this doubt, Mataji. That sannyasa yoga. So later Arjuna followed it or not, I don't know, Mataji. That's why I asked.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Very nice doubt, Mataji. Mataji, Arjuna followed Nishkama Karma Yoga. What is Nishkama Karma Yoga? You know, not expecting the result. So Arjuna fought for Krishna at the order of Krishna, for Krishna, by Krishna, for the sake of Krishna. We say, no, what do we call that? For the people, by the people, and
Of the people, for the people, by the people.
Yeah, same. So of Krishna, by Krishna, and for Krishna. That is Nishkama Karma Yoga. He fought. At the end also Krishna is telling him, oh Arjuna, now I will not compel you, it is your wish, whether you want to fight or not. So Arjuna immediately got up and started fighting. But he was not attached to anything. So that is Nishkama Karma Yoga. Okay, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, Sushmita Mataji, share this one. Story, share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, I wanted yesterday one verse was there, 4.18 and 4.19. This verse, Kamanya akarma ya payas, akarmani cha karma ya, sa buddhiman manushyeshu, sa yukta Krishna karma karti.
Yes. One who does action in inaction and does inaction in action.
Right. So, what is like if we are doing inaction, so how it will be in action? Like I couldn't understand. If it is an action, okay, I can see, but again it is reverse. One who sees inaction in action and action in inaction. If somebody is doing any work and how it will be inaction.
Okay, Mataji, I got your doubt. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. Mataji, when we are not attached to our karma pala, Whatever comes, whether I win or not, nothing, no reaction at all. Okay, so when we are not totally, I mean, not even little bit attached to the results of the work, what is it known as? Action in inaction. We are acting, but we are bodily limbs may be, involved in the war, but internally we are totally detached. Action in inaction. Next. So next we do action, but since we are not attached, it is not going to bind us. You got it, Mataji?
Mataji, so how action and inaction, that only I couldn't figure out. Like suppose say I am doing some work for anything, so it will be action. So how that is inaction? Like you are saying, if I am suppose say if I am a teacher of a doctor, so I am doing an operation, a doctor doing an operation, so he is doing some action. So you are saying that the doctor is not detached to the patient, like that?
Exactly. Doctor is not attached to the parent, not detached.
Attached, sorry, attached to the...
Doctor is doing his or her duty. Whether they, I mean, operation is successful or not successful, the doctor should not be attached. Even if something, some mishappening happening, for example, if the doctor moroses, if the doctor laments, that result will be very bad. So we have to do without any attachment. That is why if you see the, what do you call that, young doctors, those who have newly become doctors, like if their own relatives are coming for any operation, they try and avoid. Have you heard it? Like one new young doctor is there, and when he has had to operate his own father or mother,
they cannot do the operation on their...
That means we cannot, they are not detached.
Right.
So attachment will be there.
Okay,
the last one only. Like any other doubt, Mataji? Did I answer your question?
Yes, Mataji. And one more, 4.19, that yasya sarve samarbha kama sankalpa varjita.
Kama sankalpa vivarjita.
Sankalpa varjita. Janaganini dagadha kamanam tam ahu panditam buddha. The first two verses...
You have the book, Mataji. One second. I'll stop this. Already I have this verse number.
4.19.
Okay, one second. It's already there. No, you all are able to see the screen? No? I kept it ready to read if time permits. Yeah. Okay. 41, right? Yes, Mataji. Yes. This is the one you are asking, Mataji, correct?
4.19. Yes, yeah. Yes.
So one who acts in devotional service, renouncing the fruits of all his action. What is the devotional service? We are doing any activity for the pleasure of Krishna. Other than that, whatever activity you do, it is only the Shame Eva Hi Kevalam. That also yesterday we saw. Dharma Swanishitapum Sam Vishwaseno Kata Suyaga. Now Utpadayate Etiratim. If it does not create love for the Godhead, Shame Eva Hi Kevalam. We saw that, is it not? So it is situated factually in the self when whose doubts had been destroyed. He is not in a doubt at all, whether it will renounce or not. So one who had doubts, they are only not renounced. Got it? So one who acts in devotional service, renouncing the fruit, that means he has left the karma pala at the lotus feet of Lord. Krishna, you told me to do, I have got this seva opportunity, I am surrendering this seva under your lotus feet. That's all. You that also give it to Krishna, and then you start, whatever instruction you have got. Okay, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Detached, totally detached we are doing.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji, Shushmita Mataji.
Yes, understood, Mataji.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, very fast, I will just read this here. One more time. one who acts in devotional service. Okay, they are doing devotional service. But people who do devotional service, they will not be attached to our result at all. That you remember. They all have already renounced the result. That is why they became a devotee. So there is no question of a devotee also and they are attached to the result also. No. Devotees will do only what kind of karma I have told. Akarma. They will do only akarma. Okay? And whose doubts have been already destroyed by the transcendental knowledge. Like yesterday, the verse just now I said, not yesterday. Jnanadipena Bhaswata, I told you, Teshavemevana Kampartam Ahamajnanadam Tamaha. So Krishna says, I am sitting in your heart and I dispels this darkness. I help you to enjoy this transcendental knowledge. Okay? So that's, he is not bound. Because Krishna himself is revealing the tattva in your heart. So we are not attached to it. Okay? Hare Krishna. Okay, Mataji? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Whose hand is up? Sushmita Mataji. Hare Krishna. You didn't raise your hand? Okay, Amshita Prabhu, you have doubt?
No, Mata, just I got.
Hare Bol. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji.
So Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, dear devotees. So fourth chapter we culminated. Tomorrow, very short. Like third chapter, I made one Word document when we learned to know. So like that, only one page. Conclusion.
4.32, 4.32 and 4.33. Same thing, Mataji. You taught, right?
Yeah, Tadvidi Pranipatena. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Tadvidi Pranipatena is 4.34. Okay? So we all have to learn that verse by heart it. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji.
For attending today's class. Successfully completed 3 chapters.
Mataji, please, Mataji.
Yeah, Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.
Sarvam
Yes.
Shri Krishna
Yes,
Arpanamastu.
Prabhuji.
By any chance, Saturday will off, Mataji?
You want off? Let us see. Let us see. I'll discuss, Prabhu. We will discuss on Friday, okay?
Yes,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Hare Bol. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna. And it all depends on SEVA, Jagannath SEVA, okay? So accordingly, I'll let you know on Friday.
So
Hare
Sunday
Krishna.
also, Mataji, upcoming
Yeah.
Jagannath Yatra is
Yes,
right,
on
Mataji?
Sunday. Many temples, yeah. Hare
Yes.
Bol.